Welcome back to Timberborn and our experimental playthrough where we're going through, if you've not seen it before, where we're actually going through the what's going to come out in version 1 of the full release, for example. So that's what we're looking at today. Right, I did say in the previous one I wanted to do something with this, so I'm going to organize this now. I get this picked up. We're gonna buttons. Couldn't work out what buttons I was doing. Actually, don't do that one yet. I'll that one there and that one there. But the problem being is I can't get past that though, can I? That's a bit of a problem. Oh, buttons, come here. I know what you're saying. What the hell are you doing, pig? Don't worry, there's method in my madness. That's what they all say. See, I want that, but I can't have that at the moment. Right, so flip that. Flip that. Like I said, I'm going to get rid of these, so they're going to go down the center. Probably could have had... I couldn't have them, but... Then, where is it gone? I know it's here somewhere. Storage. We'll do this, and we'll flip and do that. So that and that and that can sit in there. Yeah. Think out loud. Think out the box. We want a path. I can find what a path is. I knew there was a path there somewhere. Are we happy with that? It doesn't really make any difference, even if I turn the other way. It's still the same, isn't it? That still has to come out this way. It just looks sweet. Well, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like a nightmare. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Right, we're going to put this on as the faster. I've got 600. Remember, I can't do any form of zip lines. I can't do any form of... I've got the metal. Metal's coming in quite nicely. This is all going to be taken down. But I did say in the last one that... look at that. Damn. I was going to do something with this. And looks like I'm not now. The evaporation of that would be an absolute pig. But we're going to need to do something. I assume that would fill up though, and then possibly run off this side. But it's going to have to be something. The only way would be to blast this down and get the water to come the bad water to come this way. It'd be great for other things. Now a drought would be happening. Well, it wouldn't actually get rid of all that, though, would it? That's the problem. We've got 600 in water, and we're still going up. This is great. This needs to go, because I am not messing about. I ain't messing about with you boys. That can go in there. That goes down. That could be into there. That might be faster than going all the way up here, because they just have to come down and in. I think. speed is the essence, which we do things in this channel. Well, sort of. And don't forget, if you like this sort of thing, please like and subscribe, as it says in the liking is so important for a small channel like me. I try my best to provide you something that hopefully you'll enjoy. A lot of this can be cut down, I think now. That, because it's only at, actually they're at about 40%, so I might actually leave them and not cut them down and wait. Because I've got the chestnuts in here, if you remember rightly. I've got mainly all of them. It might, do you know something? It might actually pay to. I've got 1,000 in logs. I've got so much logs I can't do nothing with them. So again, why not build the storage system from hell? That'll do. And what I'll do is I'll empty that into there and then redo this to go around this way. It's only for a while. Well, I kept saying that before. It was only for a while, and it still is a while. And then obviously that'll get built. I've got 1,700 in, so we're still about the same of food. I haven't increased and I haven't decreased either, but we are stabilizing with the food. If you can tell with the potatoes, they are about ready to pop, if you like. And the problem being is that I've only got 27. If I turn this off, I'll get more. I've got unbelievable amount of logs. But we're not full of logs yet. We've got this pack of logs, so actually, 1,200. I thought we were about there. Scrap metal is non-existent, so we are burning through our scrap metal, which is good because this is what I want to do. And I've got 180. 180. Never mind, big. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a process to get this done because my plank situation isn't that healthy. And the water situation is still, well, the thing is I've lost 2 so far, so that would be nice to get going a bit faster, especially this lot. And that lot there, because they can't. And we, like I said, we've got a drought. We must have a bad water soon. I mean, I've gone to all here and not had a bad water yet. I mean, that's pretty lucky, I must admit. So, not complaining, but this is what I'm worried about with the bad water. I mean, if I really wanted to, I've got so many logs. I mean, what I could do is do an outside channel, and then if it does thing, I just make a bad water one, and that. But anyway, I think ziplines I can't do anything. I want the zipline. That's fine. I got 700 for that, as you can see up here. I need the 500. So I need, don't do a massive video thing. What's that, 1,300? Let balloons go by. No, it's 100 balloons go by, you idiot. Never mind. And we'll do that. But obviously they need to do me thing. And they've got 17 left. And obviously then I need like 30. But the good thing is I'll be able to get rid of this. And put it here. So that'll give me some logs back. Well, logs isn't a real problem here. I need to put this up. I need to put this up. That's going to be a problem. How many days have we got? Do I have the... Bearing in mind now, we are running a lot more beavers than we were earlier on in the playthrough. Let's just turn this off. And see if I can conserve some and keep going with it. Just to... well, we'll have this lot going as well. I think these will go now, won't it? Fortunately, it's not affected by that. This can go higher than this. And then we'll get them filled up, and I'll get this emptied because I need 10. This thing is 10 of these equals 1 of them. So that's 2, that's 4, that's 6, that's 8. So this is almost going to be all filled in it, and obviously then I can add more carrots and things. It's a small, teeny little extra, but you know what they say: every little counts. That's not grilled. That's not grilled chestnut. I want chestnut here. Idiot. I'm going to empty that. I'll be swapping this back again, but in fact, I might as well just empty the lot because I'm going to swap that back as well anyway. I don't really need that now, so you get yourself in there, and you will just keep piling me chestnuts on. I have absolutely zero sunflowers at all. But we're not doing too bad. I know that's a hell of a lot of this. It's quite a lot, but the trouble is it needs to be picked, as otherwise it can't be used. And if it can't be used, we can't do anything with it. I'm okay with water so far. They'll nick some water from here. That's full. Bearing in mind, I've got 1,000 in water that I've got a thing, even in this here. Like I said, I'm going to get a zip line in there, but I just need this to be done. And it can be done. So that's okay. I'm still a bit peeved with that, like, but... Oh, where did that come from? Where did that come from? Oh. That's what that's... I didn't know that was the going. The only alternative, if I've got some here, is here or here. We do have, in this playthrough now, spiral staircase, so it'd be quite nice to have some of that. But we've got that. I don't know where... is that going to be the closest place to get it? It's going to be one of the easier ones to get. Don't know where that's come from, though. Because it's stopped. But not to worry. That's full now. So I can do empty, empty. Get this all empty. Because they're not pulling the welly out far out, but it doesn't really matter. And this will go in here. Like I said, it'll give me more. It'll give me some logs back. Not that I need the log. And in fact, I don't need the logs actually. In fact, what I need to do is build more storage for logs. Oh, why did I copy that? See, this copy thing's great, but I keep forgetting. And I'm not going to be the only first person that does that, so that's great. That's now in. I I need one more plank, and I'm still out of gears. I can't see why at the end of this playthrough I could go faster, actually. Sorry about that. Again, I want this going, but until I've got the water, until I know what's going on, I'm not too sure about doing that. I probably could have... I'll tell you what I probably could have done better. I've just realised. I could have done that better. If I'd have moved one over, that could have been... I could have run down here and run down here, and I wouldn't have needed all this lava. We might do that, yeah. In fact, we're going to do that, actually. Let's just build this out one. That would be the run there. And let's pick up this. And then let's get this back in. Obviously, they're using the gears for that anyway, so that's about done. No water in here now at all. All contained within this. I still don't know whether they're using this to get up here, but it might be. It looks probably faster. It is a faster run that you can just go, yeah, see, they're doing whatever. So that's good. Build me that, boys. Build me that. Hold on. They're a good set of lads, aren't they? Water. Water. If I do that, and do this, the advantage is now as I can go down here and put, like I said, so that's not a bad idea. I'll wait to get this back in before I actually get that one, because obviously I'm losing out of water, but to be honest with you, I might even want to stop that now. I've got 500. The decent bit is obviously these are, yes, it's absolutely going to tear through that. Well, we've got one up here, that's fine. Haven't got this going. Right, can't do much there. Let's get the carrots, plant some carrots. Where's the carrots gone? There. And there. In the space of obviously what we had before. It's not going to be much more, but... every little helps, as the saying goes. Right, I'm going to get rid of this now. I'm going to do the same. If I press the right button. And go down here. Do that. Probably have to do that twice more, actually. Do this first. I know it's using the planks, but it's all in one section then, and then I can... I could probably be able to... Because I don't think, if I remember rightly... they use much more... Well, they do, obviously. It's a 3. But it still would fit down here, like this. Drought has ended. Thank God for that. And then I can just... Well, I'm going to have to do that again, Anna. Do that again. And that's a... Well, it's not great, but... The advantage of being here is that it's going to fill these up too quite fast. And if I need more, I can always dump them in the, you know, 2 in here, because they're not really doing much. Although saying that, though, the medical bed might be a nice thing to have. No point putting a contemplation post there, because what the hell are they going to see? But the game doesn't think of it like that. How are we doing with water? Now we are pulled back up again. What it doesn't say is how much water does this pull. You can see it going up and down like a yo-yo as I absolutely get as much water out as possible. I've only got 300 lots. I haven't really got a lot of water left either. That's a bit of a problem. Now we got our maple. That's pretty good. Now, where do I want? I don't know yet. My maple syrup. Good question, but I might just, because I've got this here. It's bloody awful place, but it will do what I want it to do. And I might as well. The thing about the maple syrup is you need a decent amount of stock of it if you're going to start running it, because the reason why is it'll absolutely tank. No pun intended, obviously. See there, maple syrup. So if we do that and get that built whenever, this can be picked up, and this can be picked up. I'm going to do some more storage for obvious reasons. Which way do I want this? Yeah, it would be that way. That's as much as obviously I can do, but it's better than what I had. That can go. That can go. This will be for chestnuts. In fact, actually, saying that though, I've got a lot of chestnuts. I'll do that for a chestnut as well. I'm obviously not doing anything with them at this precise moment, because they need to be in one of these, and me need to change it to something else. But if I'm not getting over there yet, because I'm not enabling all this malarkey, then it would make sense to think. I'm gonna go and if I'm yes and no. Let's. What I should have done is not done it that way. Pump. That will do. That will do. No, that's obviously not what it's going to do. Flip. And do I want that on the outside? Yeah, not bad like that. I know it doesn't make no difference whatsoever with the way it works, but you know, continuity is a good thing. And we'll have that. Let's get some water back in this, because otherwise I'm going to be... It will fill up rapid. These will fill up because they're right close, you see. And obviously you've got this water here, and we've got no water anywhere else. But they will do what I want them to do. And I could actually take these two out and extend that even further into the water. So that's good. That's actually quite good now. That log has done pretty well, as I've got a hell of a lot of lumberjacks in there. Now, if I haven't got the beavers, what I'll do is I'll turn some of these off, because mainly all the cutting is done now to a degree. That's for the maple syrup that hasn't actually got done yet, but it will be. It's gonna come. That's fixed up all of that. Like I said, until I can stable this water, I don't want to turn this on. So that's coming from somewhere. That's where it's coming from. So it basically it's going all the way around here to get to here. That's a bit of a pain in the you-know-whats. Because what would be really nice is to be able to turn this on, but I'm still unsure about how that's going to work. I've got more gears coming. That's good. I've also got space here if I really want to, as we can see, to build another platform and get some more storage of water. Do I want it that way? It doesn't really matter which way. I'll have it to the outside. Pause them. Now I know it looks a bit of a sight, but the thing is because they're so close, it makes sense to do that way. Yeah, do that, will you? And do that. Because you've already done this underneath now. It'll only be for a while. Once I work out how and when. Look at that, 700. Because it's close, it fills up that water really fast. I can empty that. That is already empty. I don't need that anymore. Might be worth... I can't really get another one. Well, I can. I can get one more. One more as a, just to make sure we're here. Obviously, when this fills up, at least I know... In fact, actually, it's probably okay now to fill it up. But I'd rather get mainly all the water in, for obvious reasons. You're going to come in, you're going to come in. And then you two can go. So that's been done. That's been done. Let's concentrate on... there we go. Right, so now, as we can see, I have enough. This is what I was wanting in this playthrough. It's taken me 20 odd minutes to get there, but we've still got there nonetheless. So if I was to do this, I think that's flicking awesome. Right, so we do that. That's cost me that. I got enough to do this. How far can I get over? It's not too bad, actually. I wish it would tell you, as you were doing this, how much that is. As you're doing it, but it doesn't. It's a flipping annoyance, but not to worry. I got 0 planks, which is a bit of a pain. I have a cunning plan, though. What I'm going to do is empty these. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to put a large storage on this side and a large storage on that side because it is about that, isn't it? And then obviously if I've got to move this sort of thing, let them do that, and then I'll put the large storage because that way the wood can be cut and put in here. I mean, look at that. Is that actually on the cutting? No, it's not. Well, that's a bit of an oversight by me, isn't it? That must have been the last one I did. That's why they're not doing that at all. But they will now. They'll come and chomp through that like a beaver possessed. Get rid of that. And then we'll do some storage, like I said. Like that. That's for logs as well. That way I can have the logs in there, and then I'll empty this, do the same, and I'll have so many logs, they don't have to go far to get the logs. I think that's a better idea. That can go. In fact, all of this can go. Well, I don't need the... do I want the planks? I could do the planks. Can you get the planks? I think we can get the planks. We'll have to come and get the planks from here. I'll allow them that. Allow them that courtesy. 8 on the fur. Well, it's not really great, is it? I have another cunning plan. Well-being. We could have a shower here and here. Which means the pathing system on there is dog rough. I might be quite surprised on how much that can actually take out, to be honest. Look at this. See, they're full now. I've got 35. I've got enough for... well, I am going to enable them. So we're going to have a lot here, but it's imperative that we do have a lot, and it needs to be carried on, built up. Yeah, shower, shower, shower. Well done. Empty, empty, and empty. These could be done by... well, it doesn't really matter because they're all there. That's a decent thing. You don't really have to have them by haulers because they're right actually next to the water that the thing that you want to build anyway. It'd be nice to get these going. Even though I could have done a copy from these. This... I like that now. That should not be... oh, well, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take that out. Both these waters are full. Until I get this online. Yeah, so now we've obviously got the zip line that's coming in. We're getting there. It's all coming to fruition. What would be really nice, and I'll plug it down up. Oh well, I might just have to take some carrots in. I don't want to extend these out again, because if I do the larger here, we'll get rid of this. I know what you're going to say. What's the point of doing that, Nippy? I don't know. But what I was thinking of was this zip line could go into here, up to there. I could have a double, one on this edge, one on there. The slight snag I've noticed is I can't get up there. But I can. Well, I can. I'll just have to do. It's a bit of an improvisation, but it will work for what we want to do. That means I can get up to this area to put these in, these pylon things. Take me that out, boys. Take me that out. That's 6 foot them two. That can go. That can go. That means all of this can go. Like I said, there's a lot of this that I'll probably be rechanging anyway. Right, that's done. That's already probably been... No, it hasn't been taken out. Have you taken the planks out? Right, okay. That's good. It's always a lot of redesigning in this game, especially when you don't really know the... You know, you don't... This is all new. Get that done whenever you're ready. I suppose that's not whenever you're ready. I know with an underground I'd get all of that in and wouldn't even need any of it, but again, that's an expense that I don't want to come at this precise moment. I'm quite happy about that though. Just planks. Just need the planks now. Right. Then we can get the zip line in here. Oh, balls. Why is it a 3? Oh, that's trash. Oh, am I annoyed with that? That just winds me up something chronic. But we'll have to... I'll take out the sunflower. Oh, I'm going to have to sort that. And eventually it probably won't be there anyway, but... If I'd have known that, I would have gladly just put one in there and then redesigned this to just have a single lane and not the double lane. Which probably should have been done that way in the first place, but... Like I said, I don't think it's going to be staying here anyway. I might, as it happens, be able to... I want to get over there. That's the main issue. And I want to get on there. So... That needs to be done first. This can be paused. I think it'll still give me the doofus thing. Will it? Will it not? Yeah. That's actually quite nice. It doesn't tell me how far it is, but I don't probably really care. Too far from a district, yeah, because it hasn't built that. I was going to say, why the hell is that not working? We're not doing too bad. The crazy idea of mine is actually working sort of okay. I've got so many logs, it's just unreal. And I'm still getting more logs. Although I'm not actually getting any more now though, or very little. Bad water source is coming again. This is down here. See, what it would have been best in this would have been to invest and get over there before they actual do whatever they do. Now, obviously, the bad water here isn't too bad because you can, I can use it as a source to get, well, bad water, obviously. But the snag with that is I'm going to need an explosive factory. Now, obviously, I could change this to the explosive factory. That's not a problem. It just so happens to be the cost of said item, which is in line. I always get this wrong. It's well, it's not too bad, is it? I suppose. And I'm still making so, but it's not just as simple as that. If we get to these two tiers, we have to use extract, as you can see there. Now, obviously, we can use the centrifuge on there. That's great. But we see, what always gets me is the actual explosive dynamite is more expensive than the factory to make the blooming thing. But that's the way it goes. I can understand from potentially the other two, but not really that one. But I suppose it is something you've really got to think about having. I didn't want to get that, and I didn't want to get that can actually not. Go away. Because I won't. It's only at 6. Go away. That's at 50 something, so that's why I didn't want to take that out. Chestnuts on an open fire. We haven't got any more. I'm quite willing to empty that out. I'm not too sure. All this is quite nice, but I don't think. I think I've hit the wall of the amount of food I can create. With that at this moment, because it's well, I've got to 1900, but that's it. Absolutely nothing else. There's just zero of anything else that I can actually create. This is still not being finished. Can't get the required materials. We're still wanting 8 planks. And I've got tons of logs here. Go on, guys. Patch away, will you? What was that? 400. That's how is it? It's only 50. Okay. All right then. Let's. No ideal, but I'd rather use the douchebag. I know I could have taken. I'm not even going to entertain that because that just looks. I mean, I know I like certain things in line and certain things here or there and everywhere, but that would be slightly over the top. They're all built. They're all waiting. See, there we go. The maple is in. I'll do some storage, and I'll build a couple more. Why did I bother doing that? What would be really nice if you can copy. You can copy that and it's full. That'd be quite ironic, wouldn't it? So, oops, that's a bit of an error. But we are getting what we want. And obviously they ain't got no storage, so they're going to shove that in there, and that's actually going to be... Oh, awesome. There's me water. Look at this in this play. We're absolutely... I'm creaming this. If that's 50, that one will be already full up anyway. So, it's funny that. Oh, it didn't do me. I'll just go here and just build a lot of them, and that'll be yeah, whatever. Get on with it. So this water is now going to be filled up. Now we've got a lot more. I am going to now. I think this will work. Enable this, and this should go into there. That's the plan. Obviously, I've still got another room for another one there, and then not there, but definitely there. Still bugs me that that's not in a line, but still, whatever. Whatever, Trevor. But I could get 2 here if I moved. If I do this, let's say here, up there. That's not too shabby. I mean, I said, like with the folktales, you've got the larger one, and obviously I can do the larger one. But I'm going to need to sort out the tree prac situation, which once eventually... I've never had 2 tapper shacks in the play, but I may have... Until this goes, obviously this now can be cut down. Cut trees there. And there and there. Oops, not that one, not that one. You don't want to put the one that's on the maple on. There. And then we can clear this. Well, yeah. That'll take that down. I'm still waiting for the chestnuts, you see, so I might as well wait. Because that's been down, I might as well just wait for that. Do I just like... Yeah. I was umming and ahhing, but now I've umming and ahed. I'll just wait for that to get all this full. Like so. Because that might be enough maple to last, about 5 minutes. You know, because that's about as much how long as it's going to last. Right, and get that picked up, and we'll do some more water. I'm going to flip that in, and flip that in. As me wash. See, the trouble is they don't really do a lot with the crappy fur, do they? That's the problem. Content percentage is not that high. Shrubs, okay. I like me shrubs. Hey, they're nice pig. We love you shrubs, mate. I've got 2,000. Let's spend some decoration. Or do I want a hedge? No, I'm gonna have a hedge. That looks nice. Oh, that will look nice. I've got some more here. Obviously, how far does this... Oh, it only goes to there. So it doesn't actually get... It doesn't get this one. It gets these two. But if I was to put something on the end... Like here and here... I'd get more, wouldn't I? Then I could do the lantern of like so. That would give me some more. I'm going to do the roof thing as well. That's another thing. I'm going to have to build some ladders and all the piffle for that. We've got this going. That's good. But the trouble is I haven't enabled this, so I better enable that. That is absolutely pointless to go there. But yeah, see, it was only 21 up to 30. So what they'll do is they'll jump out of there on there and get into there and then do there. The slight advantage is I can run this right the way through there and it shouldn't hit the barrels, or the tanks I should say. But I won't be able to get to one side to the next. I still want to get up here somehow. There we go. So this water is doing its thing. Right then. How the hell am I going to get down there? Possibly this way. And then we'll do this. That will give me a potential of a forester. Like so, which will obviously allow me to do this. Unfortunately, it doesn't give me the full access to this thing, but you know, that's not bad. It'll do. That's a walkway, actually. If that's the case, then I'm going to need a Do I need a lumberjack? No, the thing is I only need to plant the damn things. I don't need to... I'm still going to need to get up, so I'm still going to need another forester up here, because obviously you can only get to here. But I'm trying to think... I suppose I don't, because bear in mind, once these are planted and they're grown, we're not going to cut them down anyway, are we? So we're not going to really need them. So to that end, I've got to decide which side do I want which. Because obviously I've got to do this, and I've got to say that's chestnut, but I might as well pause, and I've got to say that's chestnut. But you're not going to have a replenishment for it, because you're not going to need to replenish it. I want to get all of this in. I know that if you turn everything on, nothing's on, but you know, it is what it is. Here we go. See? Right, so we'll add a thing to there. So we'll watch them now. They might come out of here and go into here. There we go. There we go. We got 3 days of a bad war, so we've got to keep an eye on this. It's finally arrived after 6 days of playing. Whew. That's a biggie. And actually what we'll do is we will finish the episode, I think, here before the bad water kicks itself in. So I hope you enjoyed this. You can see what's happening. I'm trying to, as the previous players before, is I was slow to get things like the zip line and the other sort of things to get going. Now, obviously, this water's going to be a bit of a problem. This needs to be filled in, you know, but we'll get there. And obviously, as I'm building more of these, I could build potentially a last one in here and a last one in here. That's a lot. But I still want to change this to large water. But I'm going to need, like I said, I'm going to need the treated planks. So I'm going to need the resin. So the option would be is to turn some of these pines, like this section, into not getting cut down and get it into resin. And then obviously that tapper shack could be just chucked on there somewhere just to get the resin, and I get enough resin to the things. I don't have to worry too much about where to put the damn thing. It's just getting it all done. And obviously now I've got more planks and more other things to do things. But that's definitely for another play. Well, obviously the next play. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed that. Please, you know, if you could smash that like button, it would really help the channel. And we definitely having more Timberborn because I absolutely love this game. I think it's brilliant. And we will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.